Hi everyone, this time we'll crochet a vest with a hood, and this tutorial is for every size, so you can crochet this vest for a baby or for a child or for an adult. So this is universal, and please find all the links in the description box, and let's get started. For this tutorial I'm using Schachenmayr Select BELISIA yarn. This is color number 2352, and I'm using a 7 size crochet hook. This is 4.5 millimeters. We will need also a tapestry needle to sew the ends. Before we start crocheting the vest, you should take similar clothes, so similar vest which has the same size, and you maybe take a big newspaper, an old one, where you can draw. And you should draw the front side and also the back side and the size for the hood, so that we can crochet with the size which we will need. So this drawing is really small, so it's only to show you what you should draw on your newspaper. Yeah, and then we can start. We start on the front side, so we'll start with the lengths and crochet in rows this way. So first we start with a simple slip knot, and then we change stitches, and we have to change so many stitches until we reach our length for the waist. So this length. Maybe you will need your chain to be a little bit longer or a little bit shorter, so you have to know and which way your work will be after some rows. So it's always different. You maybe have to do a swatch, or you know how your yarn works. So we'll meet again I chained enough stitches. If your chain is long enough, we will start crocheting the first row, and we crochet single crochets until the end of the row. And I'm going through the back loop only. This is the first row. And to start the second one, we have to chain 1, turn our work, and continue crocheting single crochets, but only through the front loop. So I'm using only one of these loops. And your work will be thinner and more flexible. Yeah, and we'll continue in this way. So we will crochet in rows, only single crochets. And we will do this for this section where you have the shoulder. And when we will start doing the collar, I will show you how to do this so that we get this curve. So this is my first stride for the beginning, and I will compare this with our drawing. So now we have here the curve, and as you can already see, I did not crochet the last stitch. And I won't crochet it. I will now crochet backwards, so I will leave this last stitch like this, and then I will turn my work, and I won't chain 1. So we skip the chain 1, and then we continue through the second stitch, and we have here also a decrease. and then you should always compare this with your drawing. So as you can see, this is okay, so we'll crochet afterwards over this. So this is okay. Now we crochet across the row until the end, and then we come backwards and we will stop here, somewhere here, so we will leave maybe 2 stitches. We'll skip them. And I will show you this when I'm done. Okay, so back again, and as you can see here, I have 2 stitches left, and I do not crochet them. And I also don't chain 1. Crochet through the 2nd stitch again. Now we'll have a look if this is so okay. Yeah. So this is how it should look like. I will crochet this way until the curve get another direction, and then I will show you how to increase stitches, so how to get more stitches again. So my vest is done so far, and as you can see, we get here a curve and we need more stitches. So usually at the end of the row you chain 1. This is your turning chain, and we will chain 1 more to get 1 more stitch. And I crochet back through the back loop, first stitch, and then the other stitches through the front loop, as you already know. Then we'll have a look if this was enough. Okay, so this looks good. So maybe if you're here, you will need to choose 2 more stitches. So you will always have to try and to look if this is enough or not. And if you're at the top again, then you continue crocheting only with a turning chain. And the back part is the same way. So you will crochet this also as we did the front side, but this color here is not so low, so you see this. Yeah, if you have the front side and the back side, then we'll continue. So my front side and back side is done, and now we'll sew them together, and you will put them that the inside is facing us, and we will sew them here and here, so on the shoulders, and then from the bottom up to the arm opening. So you can decide which size you want to sew this, so you can leave it open this way, or you can make a big opening. And you can use your tapestry needle or your crochet hook to sew this with slip stitches. So if you're done sewing your work, we'll continue with the bottom part. And I attached already the yarn on the side, and now I will pull up a loop and I will start with a wrong double crochet, and then I will continue crocheting only double crochets. And we will work now in joining rounds, and we will decrease after 9 double crochets. Always decrease after 9 double crochets. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and now the decrease. And then you will start again 1, 2, and so on, and always after 9 double crochets a decrease, and we will meet again at the end of the round. So this is my first row, and I will join the round with a slip stitch, and then you start again with a wrong double crochet, and we continue crocheting a front post double crochet, then a double crochet, and then again a front post double crochet. You alternate between a front post and a usual double crochet, and don't forget to decrease after each 9th stitch. So after 9 stitches we decrease once, and you decrease until you have the size you need. So maybe 1 round will be enough, or maybe you need 5 rounds, and we continue crocheting in rounds this way until we have the full length for the waist. If you're done with the bottom part, we'll continue crocheting the hood, and I already attached my yarn. So the place where to attach the yarn is the half of your collar and 1 stitch next, so the neighbor stitch from the center, and I pull up a loop, and then I start crocheting stitches, and we need so many stitches until the chain is long enough for the whole hood. So you have your chain over the whole head, and it will come back here, and then we'll meet again if you're done. So if you're done crocheting the chain, make sure it is not twisted, and we join the chain 1 stitch, 1 neighbor stitch from the center. So we started here, and we will go to the other side, and we insert the hook through the stitch, and we slip stitch, then a slip stitch through the neighborhood, through the neighbor stitch, and then we turn the work, and we see the back side of the chain. So this is the front side, but we see the back side, and then we crochet single crochets and we will do this across the whole chain until we meet again here. So you continue crocheting the single crochets across the row. If you're done with the first row, we will join this with a slip stitch, and then a slip stitch through the neighbor stitch, and then we can turn the work. And now we'll start with the pattern for our hood. So we crochet single crochets, and you should count the number of stitches for the single crochets. I will have 5. This is a baby size, and you will have maybe more stitches if this is for a child or for an adult. So this is the height of the neck. So we change so many stitches that this is the height, the length for the neck, and then we'll continue with a half double crochet, and then only double crochets. And so on, so across the row. And then we'll stop if we have 6 stitches left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And into the 6th stitch we'll crochet a half double crochet, and into the last 5 stitches single crochets. And this is what we will do in each round until we are done with the hood. And always, if you're at the end of the row, you will slip stitch and then slip stitch into the neighbor stitch, and then you will go backwards. So you will create your hood by crocheting in rows. So you crochet in rows and your hood will be bigger and bigger. And this way we will close this collar. So we'll always go from here to this place, then the next, and back, and then here, and back, and here, and back, and here, and so on. And we will meet again on the other side, so on the opposite side. My hood is done so far. So as you can see, the rows from the beginning to the end, and we have to close the hood now. And this side is the inner side of our vest, so the inner side should face you if you want to close this side. And now we will join this. You can use a tapestry needle for sewing, or you can use the crochet hook. Yeah, and if you're done, we can take a big yarn. So this one is SMC Bravo Big, and we can pull it through the hood. And you can use them as a normal hood, as you know, or you can leave it like this because it's looking cool. Yeah, and after this you're done, so I hope this tutorial was helpful, and until next time, bye bye.